How to stop being broke? It's time to take charge of your finances if you're sick of being broke. You can quit being broke whether you need to improve on your spending habits, learn how to save, or find new ways to make money. To begin working toward financial freedom and more peace of mind, follow these steps. Developing a positive mentality. Make a plan. If you want to improve your financial status, you must be very explicit about your goals. Consider how you want your money to look in the future and what you can do to get there. Setting short-term, as well as long-term objectives, might help you stay motivated by giving you a sense of success. Create a non-essential spending budget and hold yourself accountable to it each month. If you go over budget one month, remind yourself that the following month's budget will be decreased. Stop putting yourself in comparison to others. You're not doing yourself any favors if you're spending over your means to keep up with your buddies or prove to others that you can afford a specific lifestyle. Instead of worrying about what others can afford, consider how you can live well within your means. Stop comparing your self-worth with your purchasing power. This kind of thinking will make you incredibly unhappy in the long term and will almost certainly keep you in debt for the rest of your life. Change the way you think about consumer products. Stop reading fashion, home decor, and consumer technology periodicals, as well as watching flashy TV shows that make you feel awful about not owning the latest designer item, gadget, or home improvement item. Choose high-quality things that will last a long time, but don't overspend on brand-name stuff merely to be trendy. Keep track of your spending. Keep close note of every dollar you spend to understand exactly where your money is going. You may do this with a pen and paper or online if you use a credit card for everything, but make sure you keep track of everything. This simple practice will assist you in making better informed financial decisions. Make a monthly budget by classifying your spending and adding them up. Food, housing, transportation, utilities, insurance, entertainment, and clothes, for example, might all be divided into categories. Then figure out what proportion of your revenue goes to each group. You may discover that some of your spendings in these areas are far too high. Consider how many hours you'd have to labor to pay for a non-essential item while making a purchase. Make careful to budget for significant purchases as well. Calculate $100 per month into your budget if you pay $600 for auto insurance twice a year. Subtract your fixed costs from your monthly income and divide the remainder by 31 to determine how much you can afford to spend each day. Make a debt reduction strategy. Consider what you can do to pay off your bills faster if you are broke due to credit card debt, a vehicle payment, or school loans. Even a few more payments every year will help you pay off your debts far more quickly. While making additional debt payments may make your budget tighter in the short term, it will pay off in the long run since you will be debt-free much sooner. Make sure you know how long it will take to pay off your credit cards if you simply pay the minimum amount due, as well as how much interest you will pay. You might be able to modify your loan conditions to achieve better interest rates. It's not a bad idea to inquire. Begin putting money aside. If you're perpetually broke, this may seem difficult, but planning for the future will help you break the pattern. Begin by setting aside $50 per month for an emergency fund. Remember to save up money for retirement. Take advantage of your company's 401k plan or start an IRA account. Setting up automatic transfers from your salary or checking account makes saving money much easier since you don't have to worry about it. Never spend all of your money on a whim. Money pitfalls to avoid. Don't lend to others. While you may wish to assist your family members who are in need, you should refrain from giving money if you are unable to pay your own responsibilities. Payday loans should be avoided. While they may appear to be a smart option if you're short on cash, the interest rates are exorbitant, and you'll simply end yourself deeper in debt. Recognize how much it will truly cost. Before you take out a loan or finance a purchase, make sure you calculate your monthly payments, the length of time it will take you to return the debt, and the amount of interest you will pay. Paying interest may be worthwhile in some instances. Most individuals cannot afford to buy a house without taking out a mortgage, but depending on the price of the property and the typical cost of rent in your region, buying with a mortgage instead of renting might save you a substantial amount of money. High loan rates on depreciating assets, such as autos, should be avoided at all costs. If you decide to sell your car after several years of ownership, it may be worth less than the amount you owe on it. When the market circumstances are bad, this may also happen in real estate. When it comes to credit cards, always read the tiny print. After a specific period of time, your interest rate may rise. Avoid making spontaneous purchases. You will have a lot simpler time managing your funds if you always have a strategy for what you will buy. If you have trouble keeping track of your purchases in the mall, try to avoid going there altogether. When you go shopping, make a list so you will always know what you need to get. Spend time with those who are more thrifty. If you spend a lot of time with people who waste money, their behaviors are likely to rub off on you. Give yourself some time to consider large purchases. After a few days, your desire to acquire useless stuff will most likely fade. Credit cards should be used with caution. Stop using your credit card if you have trouble keeping track of your spending and sticking to your budget when you use it. When you pay with cash rather than a credit card, you can see how much of your available funds you're spending on a specific transaction. If you can adhere to your budget with a credit card, search for one that doesn't charge an annual fee and rewards you with cash back or other benefits. Simply make sure you pay your bills on time, otherwise these incentives will not be worth the interest you will pay. Spending less. Examine your spending patterns on a daily or monthly basis. You may start cutting out pricey habits after you have a good understanding of what you're spending your money on. Smoking is a highly costly habit that may also result in high medical expenditures, so do everything you can to avoid it. Buying coffee instead of preparing it yourself every day may quickly add up. If you don't care for plain coffee, look for recipes online that are comparable to the specialty coffee beverages you enjoy. When compared to refilling a reusable water bottle with tap water throughout the day, buying bottled water or other drinks is incredibly costly. Buying lunch 5 days a week rather than taking leftovers to work might be very expensive. Start with bringing lunch a few times a week if you can't commit to bringing lunch every day. If you're on a limited budget, playing the lotto on a regular basis is usually not a good idea. Invest on used products. Buying lightly used products may save you money on everything from your next automobile to your home furnishings. At thrift stores, you may occasionally discover extremely nice garments that have scarcely been worn for a fraction of the price. Don't overlook the possibility of finding reconditioned gadgets from the manufacturer. Instead of spending on new furniture, acquire strong but unsightly furniture from a yard sale or flea market and clean it up with paint if you're handy. Look for ways to save money on a monthly basis. If you have monthly memberships or subscriptions, consider how much they cost, how frequently you use them, and whether you could do without them. Check to see whether you're paying for services you'll never use. If you have premium cable channels that you never watch, for example, you may cancel them without feeling like you're sacrificing anything. If you're paying for more data than you use, the same thing applies to your cell phone account. If you join to a warehouse club, figure out how much money you save on items by shopping there to see if the membership fee is worthwhile. If you must utilize the services, look for less priced alternatives. If you go to the gym on a regular basis, for example, you shouldn't stop going to save a few dollars, but you might be able to locate a cheaper gym to go to or even a cheaper membership option at the same gym. When shopping, compare things or brands. If you're on a shoestring budget, you want to be sure you're receiving the greatest bargain possible on everything. Compare pricing for things you buy on a regular basis as well as significant purchases. If you've been with the same auto insurance provider or cable company for a long time, there may be better prices available, so compare shop on a frequent basis. Online shopping for basics might save you money in some cases, but be sure you include in delivery costs. Coupons can help you save money. Keep in mind that many stores may accept coupons from rivals. If you want to save a little money, don't drive great distances. You may wind up paying more money on petrol to get there than you saved. Keep an eye out for bargains on products you didn't want to buy in the first place. Even though the price is low, you will save more money by not purchasing it. Request a better offer. You may always negotiate for better prices from your service providers, especially if you've been a long-term client. They can only say no in the worst-case scenario. Try it with your cable and internet providers, as well as your insurance and cell phone providers. Spend less on entertainment and dining out. Entertainment may eat up a significant portion of your cash, whether it's dining out or visiting amusement parks. Look for methods to have fun that are less expensive. Learn to cook at home and keep your fridge stocked with goods for meals you know you can make from scratch when you get home late and don't have a lot of time to prepare. Invite your pals around for a potluck instead of going out to dinner. Look for free and low-cost performances in your neighborhood. You can have a terrific day just roaming around town. Don't feel obligated to purchase a memento every time you attend an event. If you enjoy sports, go to high school games rather than college or professional games. If you're going out, always seek bargains. Many attractions offer discounts if you buy your tickets in advance online. Do more on your own. It may be more convenient to have someone else wash your laundry or shovel your driveway, but if you're physically capable of doing these tasks yourself, you should. Consider how much money you can save. Try to train yourself how to do more around the house if you're not particularly handy. If you need a minor repair done, you might be able to learn how to do it yourself by watching a video online or taking a class at a local home improvement store. Save money by conserving energy. To save money on your monthly utility costs, go green around the house. Sealing air leaks might help you save money on your heating and cooling expenditures. If you own your house, a properly insulated attic may save you a lot of money. In the winter, turning your heat down a few degrees may save you a lot of money on your energy costs. A programmable thermostat allows you to regulate your home's temperature so that you don't waste money heating it to a pleasant degree when you're not there. However, you must keep the house warm enough to prevent your pipes from freezing. When purchasing appliances, search for those that are energy efficient. To save money on power, you may also replace incandescent light bulbs with LEDs. When you leave a room, switch off the lights and disconnect any gadgets that are not in use. Save money by avoiding bank and credit card fees. To prevent paying extra fees, choose your bank and credit card providers carefully. If you're going to be charged for using an ATM outside of your bank, make sure you only use the ATM at your bank. Paying your payments on time will save you money in the long run. Look for a bank or credit union that provides complimentary checking and savings accounts. Aim for a few of no-spend days every month. It becomes a game after a while. How am I going to manage my life today without writing anything down in my tiny blue book? How resourceful can I be in improvising with the items, food, and resources I already have? See how many times you can make this a habit. Increasing your income. Obtain a higher paying position. If spending less isn't cutting it, it might be time to look for a better job that will pay you more. Begin by updating your resume, searching online for job openings, and networking with other experts in your sector. Don't forget to seek for possibilities for promotion inside your organization. If you enjoy your job and believe you are entitled to a raise, ask your manager for one. It may be worthwhile to return to school if you lack the necessary abilities to obtain the type of career you desire. On the side, do something else. Providing freelancing or consulting services using your expertise is a terrific method to supplement your income. If this isn't possible due to your occupation, look for part-time employment or other inventive methods to supplement your income. You may supplement your income by doing things like mowing lawns, cleaning houses, or even walking dogs for neighbors. Try selling handcrafted things online or in local stores if you're an artist. You might be able to make money blogging if you enjoy writing. Focus groups, paid surveys, and mystery shopping are all good options for short-term work. Get rid of whatever you don't need. You undoubtedly have a few goods that you no longer need or desire, and you may make some additional money by selling them to someone who does. Try organizing a yard sale if you have a lot of unwanted stuff. You might try selling more valuable or specialized products on eBay, Craigslist, or other websites. Consider sending excellent stuff to a consignment store if you don't wear it anymore. You'll earn a cut of the profits and won't have to worry about selling it yourself. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe.